I might have lost everyone. Okay, well, if you come back, welcome back. I'm not going to be on too much longer here. Okay, Lee's back. I don't know what this thing's doing. They wanted me to see if on photo paper if this would work, and Shelly had a good point. It's non-porous, so it definitely did not work with the oil pastels. So this is porous. So I'm gonna try with the India inks real quick. Welcome back, ladies. Susan says I'm back. I can't sleep. Well, I'm glad you came back, Susan. If you can't sleep, maybe I can bore you to sleep. Hey, Deanna. Hey, Angela. Hey, Nikki. We're back. I'm going to scrape into this photo paper and try a little India ink. Shelly had, I don't know if she's come. There she is. uh, Shelly had a good point. This is not non-porous, so that might be all the difference with this uh, paper. So let's do a little dab of India ink on this photo paper and see how maybe that might play out. Mm, okay, it looks like it took the scrim, but it's not going to let me wipe away the excess. So a big no on the India ink as well. Okay. So far, 2 and 0. Or is that 0 for 2? Not really sure how that one goes. I do have some colored pencils here. Let's see if that'll work. Uh-oh. There's my dull needle. I don't need to be losing that. Let's see. Yeah, it's good to know. She just had her sleep turned around. Oh no, Susan. You know what? I don't know if I have any chalks. Um, I can't remember if I purchased any or not because, I do have chalks. Again, this was from Walmart, I guess, because it's the same name. So we can try a chalk. We got all kinds of mediums here. Let's see. I will even try a Sharpie. You're welcome, Angela. I'm happy to share. I have some wax crayons. I've been trying to replace my stuff. They got them all. I think I had those though. I think I had the crayons. All right, so no on the oil pastels, no on the India ink. Let's scrim a little more on the photo paper. I'm just testing here. Let's do, what did we say? Chalk? Let's do chalk. I want to do something that might show up. Let's do a orangey yellow. Who said chalk? Who was it that said chalk? You know what? I shouldn't have used that. I should have used a paper towel. Hang on a second. It looks like chalk might be the one that works on photo paper, you guys. Let's see. I just used a wipey and a baby wipe, and I shouldn't have. Okay, what did I do with my needle? I lost the needle again. There it is. Nope, that ain't it. Oh no. I really lost the needle this time. Oh no. Where's my needle? Did y'all see where I put my needle? Deanna, where's my needle? Okay. I really need to watch out for that needle now. It's really gone. I don't know where it is. Oops. I need a magnet. I do. We're trying to see what mediums work on photo paper instead of the Yupo or Yupo, Susan. The question was asked, what about photo paper, because Yupo is so expensive. So we were trying to see if photo paper would be a great alternative. Is Lee still with us? Lee. She's probably crafting something. Okay. I really don't know what I did with the needle this time. That's scary. That's a big needle. I don't want to sit on it. Are you crafting, Lee? Oh, there it is. I found it. Okay. Y'all got to watch out for me because I don't know where it is. Oh, you're in bed watching? Okay, so this is photo paper, and it looked like the, let me zoom in here a little bit. It looked like the chalk might work. Let's see. I used a baby wipe, and I shouldn't have. I should have just used the dry paper towel. So we're trim again on the photo paper. Let me make sure. Here's my needle. And just put it in y'all's view so you know where my needle is. And let's use a red. I don't know why. Just something that's going to stand out. Oops. Look. OMG, you guys. Who thought of chalk? Who thought of chalk? Penny did? Penny. Chalk works, you guys. Check it out. Oh, is he? Does he like Scrimshaw, Lee? It is really kind of a guy's thing. You know, the whalers used to do this, and it was a wonderful thing that a lot of men work on Scrimshaw, a lot of men. So that's cool that he's watching. And tell him he can watch how I did the whale's tooth, because that was so fun and cool. And I'll be doing more of that stuff. The chalk worked, Penny. OMG. Look out, Yupo. Scrimshaw works on photo paper. So we have a yes for chalk. Yay. Okay, this was India ink. And this was oil pastel. So the oil pastel, the India ink didn't work, but chalk is a bingo. Let's try, I guess we can try, might as well keep trying a couple of other things that we have so that y'all know. So those cheap chalks from Walmart work. Oh, that was exciting. Let's try a Sharpie marker. Where did I do that at? Right here. Now, I'm going to say this. We know Sharpie is permanent, so I'm going to use a baby wipe on this. Yes, dry did work. No, wet did not work. Okay, the baby wipe's not touching that permanent ink. But I do have alcohol in the house. I do have alcohol. So I'm going to try some alcohol and see what we get out of that. Tell Johnny, oh, hi Johnny, by the way. She said he's watching. Hi Johnny. It's been a long time since I've gotten to say hello to you. Nope. Wet doesn't work. Wet does not work. Even with the alcohol against the Sharpie, it's permanent. It doesn't not. It's a big no. Yeah, and we do got to try. So wet didn't work, but very dry did work. Yes, it did. That's correct. So this is a Sharpie. Let me see if I can. I can't really write on this thing. It was a new, and a new. We've got some crayons here, but we tried the wax. We tried the oil, but let's try the wax, I guess. You want to try the wax? Well, it's midnight and I have to get to sleep, so I'm happy to see so many old new friends here. Aw, miss you too, Lee. Okay, sounds good. I'll be looking forward to it. Glitter? Well, you got me on the glitter. Oh, you're back for a few minutes, Jerry? Okay, we were testing out different mediums to work on photo paper, and the chalk worked. We got chalk to work on photo paper as a cheaper alternative. Have a great night, Lee. I look forward to talking to you, honey. Good night, Johnny. Appreciate you watching too. You could probably ink in cornstarch and rub it in. I'm not really following. I've got cornstarch, but I don't know that I could get to it. Welcome back, brother. Brother from the same mother. I'm going to scrim right, well, let me scrim right here. Am I in focus in frame? Yeah. Okay, I'm going to scrim right here. We'll try some Crayolas for the wax purposes. Well, Penny, was it Susan or Penny that said that the cornstarch thing? I'm not really following that. I'll have to think about what you're saying. But maybe if you try it, you can post it in the group. If you're not in my group, check it out. It's the Out of the Box Creations on Facebook. I know I've been like absent there, but I'll try to get back into that. I've been a little bit out of the social thing. This is a Crayola. Crayola works on photo paper. Oh, wow. So the wax and the chalk works, you guys. Check it out. Yeah, apparently any dry colors, Susan. Look at that, y'all. Crayola. Crayola. My pencil doesn't really come through on this, but that is a check mark. So far we've got chalk and Crayola that works on photo paper. It is. Well, they're both pretty vivid, actually. Look at that. Just happen to be side by side. The cheapest ones, exactly, right? Go figure. So, opposed to the expensive Yupo, you can use, as we found out, and that's so cool. I'm glad we tested these. chalk works on photo paper, and Crayola works on photo paper. And of course, we've got the Yupo paper. So you can scrim in photo. That is so cool. Okay, we're learning something together. One last thing, and I think we'll try these Prisma pencils. I think we should try the Prisma pencils. You need to check mixing colors. Well, I'll let y'all check the mixing colors. I'd like to see if you guys jump in on this and post your scrim in the Out of the Box creation group. I think that would be cool. Hey, baby. Let's see. Let's do a purple. Why not? Oh my gosh, y'all, we've got a third medium. Look at that. Yes, and I had gelatos. I had every color of gelatos you could have, and they stole them when they stole my truck, Penny. So I can't test gelatos because I don't have them anymore. But I think that they would work as well. I really do. So, Scrimshanders unite. You guys can scrimshaw now. And basically all we did was take a picture out of a book and take a picture out of a book that you want to scrimshaw. Let me back this out. Don't look, David, don't look. And let me back that out a little bit more. There we go. You can scrimshaw anything you want by using tracing paper. Oops, I think I lost the nail, you guys. My bad. Let me get rid of that. You can scrimshaw any paper you want or any photo you want. All right, are y'all still with me? Am I back? Okay. 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 Are we back? Krista! Hey, sweetheart. Thanks for popping in and welcome. I guess I am on your time. Okay. Thank you, Nick. Thank you, sis. If you take, I was going to see if we took some graphite pencil, just out of curiosity. This is another test, you guys. This is on the photo paper. I'm going to try it. I'm going to flip it around, and then I'm going to burnish it onto the photo paper and see if that graphite, it does work. So if you don't have carbon paper, okay, once you trace it onto your tracing paper, if you don't have carbon paper, I'm going to try it on the Yupo thing too. You can put your pencil on your tracing paper, flip it over. Boom. Now, you don't have to worry about carbon paper. You've got it right here. It will work. That is so cool. So, once you trace your image, you don't have graphite carbon paper, flip your image over. Let's see, this was the shell side, this was the pencil side. Let me see if we can burnish what's left of this pencil. Onto the Yupo paper. Now see, I had plans to do this in a solid video, which I probably still will, just because it's live, you know, people won't go back and see it, and I want people to see this technique. Look at that. Look at that. You don't need carbon paper. You've got tracing paper. That is so cool. And now, and you can use it on both your photo paper and or your Yupo paper. Yupo. Tomato, tomato, as it was put to me. Potato, potato. There's still some graphite on this. I'm going to try it on the photo paper right here. Let's just see. You don't need carbon paper. Your tracing paper will work. Anybody, it's getting better and better, you guys. Okay, and look, you can still see the image, and that's probably even better, because then you can scrimshand on there. Yeah. I know, right? I've already got David. Jerry's telling me it's about time to get some rest. I don't deliver till noon, so I'm good. I'm good. But you can start scrimshawing. Again, lost the needle. Lost the needle. Where's the needle? Oh, boy. I'm not doing too good. I'm going to have a... I need to get a what you call it? Needle poker thingy. Come on, help me out. Y'all know what I mean? I need a pin cushion. Okay, hardhead. Yep, you know it. Now, David's at home. Yeah, clearing his throat. But you had rubbed most of it off already, so the technique is still good. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Penny. I like tracing. I'm not a drawer. Sounds cool. If I could trace onto coffee dyed paper. I don't know. We were doing, Krista, I know you just popped in. You probably could use tracing paper on your coffee dyed paper. I don't know. But what we were doing was a technique called scrimshaw. And basically, if I could find my needle again, I don't know where it went. I'll just use one of these other needles I don't want to use. You basically take a needle and you do what's called cross hatching. You just follow the lines around what you traced. This is photo paper. This is photo paper. This was done on Yupo paper, but scrimshawing is where you basically etch into the Yupo paper. Well, now we're finding we can actually use photo paper if you don't have the Yupo, whatever. And you do a little cross hatching into the image, outline that image with the needle, and it's basically a hand etched job. And we discovered, I'm just doing a rough, we discovered tonight that if you don't have oil pastels, they don't work on photo paper. If you have chalk, you can do your tracing, and it comes right through. Check it out. And you take a paper towel and you wipe out the excess. And there you go. You're scrimshanding on photo paper. I'm so excited. So we know that chalk and crayon, and we didn't write it down, but like polychromos or something like that, the pencils, the colored pencils, these Prisma pencils or whatever, will work. So, Prisma. I don't really work out either. But anyway, so there you go. And then you can use these, yeah, Prisma colors. And then you can use these in your paper crafts. Originally, Krista, if you're still here, the scrimshaw was done in the whaling days, where you basically were a whaler and you etched into a whale bone or a whale's tooth. This was done with polymer clay and paper clay, and the same technique, but it was done with the India inks here, because that's what it was done with, that or charcoal soot. So there you go. There's our technique, and I'm so excited that we tested this, you guys. Chalk. I'll be doing a video on this. Crayon and Prisma pencil will give you the same effect as the expensive Yupo paper. You don't need graphite carbon paper. You can take a piece of tracing paper and flip it over and burnish it in, and then do your needlework, your etching with your needle onto your piece, and it'll come right through. So that is so cool. At that time, they used whale for meat, clothing, housing, and fuel. Exactly. So, I mean, it wasn't a waste. So, what they did with when they were on their voyages is they would draw things that they've seen from their voyages. Maybe, you know, they did a lot of mermaid stuff, but they would actually carve things. It was just a really cool technique that they did to save time and from being bored. Here we go. I did this on the other live. I won't read the whole thing, but here is an example of a whale's tooth with original scrimshaw, and that's how awesome they were with it. And there are a few scrimshanders out there that do some amazing work on bone and horns, and I think Sandra said she saw it on coffee mugs. So, I mean, they did amazing work. They carved with the marine bones, pie crimpers, and things like that. So there was a whole bunch of things that they would do, but this was one thing that they would do. Is scrimshaw a memory or something they saw on their voyage, and then they would turn around and make a ditty box. And that's what this was all about, was our ditty box. So here is the beginning of mine. I ended up putting a little rope on mine from the last live, if you weren't here. And holy buckets, honey. We used some paper clay, and we painted some metallic Pearl X, some mica powders on it. Does it say how big the whale tooth is? In general? No, I don't think it does. I did this one. It's bigger than the other one I made, Susan. So I did a bigger one, and I did this was the technique on my video showing the tracing paper technique, is what I did here, and doing a dot to dot. So if you haven't seen that video on how to actually do that, basically you take your tracing paper and you put it over your, if you do your polymer clay or your paper clay, you basically do a dot to dot of an outline of your image. That's how I did this. I actually did a dot to dot outline, and then once I got the dot to dots the way I wanted them, I actually scrimmed it. Honey, I hear everything you're doing. And then cross hatched, and then inked it. and then glazed it. So that's what was done here. This was a hand-drawn, I hand drew this onto the whale's tooth. Faux whale's tooth. Let me say faux whale's tooth. And I scrimshawed with tracing paper of the compass with this technique. And now I'm showing you the same thing except on a flat surface. So that's where we are. And that's what we were doing. So there you go. I plan to put this, I'm probably going to do a new one. This was just a tester, but I'm probably going to create a new one because it's going to go on my Ditty Box. I want it on the top or on the inside. I'm not sure which. It's a lot of work. It is a lot of work. This, yes. It is a lot of work. But it's a lot of fun because you get to play. And I glazed this up with some Mod Podge and glossy accents. And then I've got these fake little bubbles that I put in here as well. And you can see them here and here and here. I did some mica flakes. They're from Finnabair, the mica flakes. And then the Tim Holtz little rocks, the little texture stones. And then some actual shells. Good night, brother. I know I'm getting in trouble with David now. He's telling me it's enough too. So I guess I'm ringing the bell for the Sandman is calling. So there you go. There's the Ditty Box, and it's coming around. I haven't been able to work on it, but this will be redone. I'll do something. I don't know what I'm going to do. It may not even be this shell, but I'm going to do a scrimshaw of what I want on this box, and then boom, there we go. And so at least we know you can use photo paper with chalk, Crayola, and the prism colored markers, or I meant these, the Prismacolor pencils. So there you go. It's a less expensive way for you than the Yupo paper. So I guess I'm being told I got to go to bed. I guess I'm past pumpkin time, and you know, Sandman's calling. I hope y'all enjoyed this. Okay, I'll wait for you, Susan. Okay, Krista, it sounds good. I hope you do. And y'all, if you do try this technique, please, 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 I would love to see your work. Put it in the Out of the Box creation group. I would really love to see y'all's spectacular work on this stuff. So, thank you, Shell. I really didn't know where I was going to start with this or go with this, but it sure was fun. Susan, they have Baleen. I picked the wrong whale. Oh, that's funny. Oh, it was nice to have you here, BFF. Thank you. And I guess I missed some of the ladies saying goodnight, and I apologize for that. So if you happen to rewatch this, thank y'all for coming in. And thank you all for being here. It was a lot of fun. And I got to learn a few things too. I did have plans to do this photo paper, and I'm glad we did it. So I'm going to say goodnight before I get in trouble again. Thank you, Deanna. I enjoyed it too. I'm burning up though, but sheesh, it's funny. My truck gets my feet cold, but I'm sweating. Night, sis. Night, Nikki. Aw, God bless you too. I'm glad you were here. Yes, please try it and share it. I want to see y'all's projects in the group. I would love that. That would mean a lot to me. Absolutely. Susan, I hope you can get some rest now. Penny, thanks for the chalk, the the chalk idea, it worked out great. It really did. So the dry stuff works. Okay. David, the ladies are saying good night. And Jerry, if you're still there, I love you, brother. Thank you for being here. And Mama, if you're still watching, I love you. I miss you too. And thank you for being here. So I guess I'll say good night. Okay. Bye.